SJ Chip here. We're gonna do another recap of yesterday's Taco Tuesday. Unfortunately, Macau could not pull through for us. I had this as the play of the day, all my socials. He went way over, okay? We'll take that loss, it's fine. Obviously, the 4 play is gonna be a power play, so 1 chalks, the whole slip's gone. Unfortunate, because I thought we had really good correlation sets. Brunson and Macau, 1 goes over, 1 goes under. And then May and Diggs both go over, pass completions, receptions. It's not gonna end up happening, so chalk down another unit there. We're gonna try to get it back today. Again, in this game, it's short memory and a lot of volume. So I'm not gonna be too banged up about this. We keep pushing through. You just wanna make sure you keep the same unit size on each slip that you put, so then you could track appropriately. With that being said, I wanna jump into another slip with you guys from the optimizer. So I think that the hockey taco that they gave out at 7 p.m. Eastern yesterday, so the last one of the 3, didn't end up playing. So it was a DNP. I'm guessing this is their way to make it up to us. They're gonna put Jaylen Brown at 20.5. It's another 6-point discount, kind of the same thing we had with Brunson yesterday. So as you saw before, he ended up cashing. We're gonna run with Brown here over 20.5 points. We'll check the last 5 just because. Over in all 5, main guy for Boston, should be somewhat of a competitive game against Memphis. We'll see if they're fully healthy, but we're gonna run him anyway. It's a 6-point discount, no questions there. And the format kind of failed us yesterday, even though the strategy was work from the tool. Adjust my settings here to 75. Right away, there's a lot of empty bookmakers here, a lot of empty data slots, which I don't like. So the ones that just kind of have this one, the one from Fliff, I feel like we could get more data points. I'm liking this Judy play. Okay, Jerry Judy. It's should be Sunday Night Football here. Ravens at Browns. We got a Judy receptions under 4. It's a 53.94% odds to hit. Plus 109 consensus odds on the tool. And as you see here, there's there's decent juice pushing towards his 4 receptions. But if you guys have been following me for a while, again, everywhere, all my socials, Discord, whatever, you guys know I love these push props that are, I wouldn't say exclusive to PrizePicks, but they're one of the only fantasy sports books that actually offer these push lines at 4. What's a push line? Basically just meaning a prop that doesn't end in 0.5, like you see the rest all ending in 0.5. So an over and under will have to cash in that case. But in this case, he could get 4, which he's very favored to do. That's a likely outcome. Your slip just kind of reverts down to the next or the nearest payout. So I'll go on NFL. We're gonna see if Judy's still up, because I'm liking this play a lot. He is. So it's less. And as you see here, all his other ones end in 0.5. So this one, an over or under, has to cash. But if it's at 4, he could stop at 4. And then, well, let's just say I have a 3-man or whatever. If he gets 4, which he's likely favored to do, then it would just go from a 3-man payout, which is 6x here. If only Brown and May cash and Judy stops at 4, then we'd get payout 3x. So it just reverts down to the nearest payout. A couple reasons I like this play. There's not too much juice pushing towards his 4. As you see here, when he is at 4.5, there's just a huge underdog to even hit that 5 mark. So I'm not minding him at 4. And another thing, if you go on Bet365, I'll type in Judy here. We'll go on receptions. Just show you something really quickly. So he's even money to hit either 4. He's basically a 50-50 in the eyes of Bet365 to hit 4 receptions or 3 receptions. So that's perfect. Another thing we have on the tool is we have some calculators here that I'm just gonna pull up for you. So I think it's odds converter. So just to show you guys the likelihood that he gets 5 or more receptions, according to take their word on this one, for him to get 5 or more, it's gonna be plus 195. Do you guys know how big of an underdog that is? Just to put into perspective, if I put into American odds here, I'll type in plus 195, I press enter. They have him as an implied probability of 33.90% odds to hit. So that means there's a 66.10% chance that he goes for 4 or less, which is exactly what we have in this PrizePicks slip. So that's huge, basically meaning that, yeah, for him to hit 5 or more, too big of an underdog for me to take or to consider. So we're going to take his under 4 receptions here. I really like this play off the tool. So don't be shy when you see these push props. Just see kind of the things that I tell my members. If you see a push prop on the tool and it's like plus 109, I'd say if it's plus 110 or less, so meaning like plus 110, plus 109, all the way to plus 100. And then obviously if you get minus on a push prop, these are kind of automatic plays. If you ever see a push prop, meaning one that's not ending in 0.5, it ends just in 0.0, there's nothing here, and there's minus here, like there's juice on the push prop, these are props that you want to get in ASAP, because they're basically telling you that there's a decent or good chance that the prop cashes. So now we're taking this 4 as a prop that will most likely end at 4 or go under, right? That's what we're betting on. But if there's juice, there's obviously just more The books are thinking that it's more favored that it's gonna finish with and cash the push prop rather than just push at that line. And actually this Ryan Dunn play looks good here under 8.5. So you see we have the discrepancy here on Fliff, but there's actually another one that I wanted to show you guys. Yeah, so we have a bit more books here. We got FanDuel also for Ryan Dunn points and rebounds. I got this slip in for VIP a bit earlier. Should be still up. I'm gonna lock this in, then I'll explain it. I gotta move quick on these videos because they really bump everything I put out. I don't know what's happening, but I just feel like every pick I put out every slip I put out just gets bumped automatically, which is annoying for you guys that want to tail it. I understand, but I'll try to get this in anyway. So Ryan Dunn 12.5 points and rebounds. So points and assists technically is higher on the tool, but just for the fact that there's an extra book here telling us that his over-under set to 11.5, it's going to be FanDuel here. I'm going to side with this points, rebounds play. Under 12.5, it's minus 130 favorite on the consensus tool. So as you see here on Fanatics, a minus 125 favorite, nothing crazy. But if you see on Fliff and FanDuel, they're over-under set to 11.5 for this line. What does that mean? Well, we get 1 points, rebounds discrepancy from this PrizePicks line at 12.5. And they even have a bit of juice going downwards. So for him to finish with 11 or less points and rebounds, that's going to be enough for me to pull this trigger on the slip. So basically what has to happen here, Takwas to cash, 20.5 points for Jaylen Brown. He has to go over. Jerry Jeudy, barring a miracle, let's say, barring any huge underdog or upset there, shouldn't be touching 5. So this is a push prop I feel confident in. And Ryan Dunn, we got the discrepancy from multiple books. It's not really offered anywhere else. So we're going to lock this in. It's another 6x. I can't copy the links. I got limited on this account, so I can't really copy the links for you guys to tail. I'll try to get this out as soon as possible. And yeah, I'll recap in tomorrow's video. Have a good one.